Hi friends, my name is Srinath and I am from Talk Easy. In today's lesson, let's learn a very common set of opposite words and we'll try framing some example sentences using them. But the catch is, each example has a different meaning to it. So before we move on, please do subscribe to my channel to get notified when I make a new lesson. Now let's get started. The set of opposite words that we are going to look at today are hot and cold. Both these words have different meanings and they are used in different situations. So now let's look at a few examples. When we want to talk about something that is at a high temperature, we can use the word hot. Now let me give you an example. I sipped hot water and burnt my tongue. I sipped hot water and burnt my tongue. The word hot talks about the temperature of the water here. The water was hot that when I tried to drink it, so I burnt my tongue. You know what? I usually don't drink tea or coffee. So when I go to my friend's place, I actually have a hard time because most of them offer me tea or coffee, but I don't drink tea or coffee. But I'll tell you what, you can't tell them a no all the time. You have to agree to drinking tea or coffee someday or the other. So there was this incident. So I went to one of my friend's house and they offered me tea. When I touched the glass, it was not really hot. So I took a sip and I burnt my tongue. You know what? It really feels terrible if you burn your tongue. There is no sensation in it. You can't really taste anything. You don't feel the taste of anything. And it stays there for almost 2 days. It takes around 2 days to get back to normalcy. So that's a terrible feeling. So I'm really very careful when I'm dealing with hot beverages. I make sure that it's not hot. I only drink it if it's warm enough because I don't want to spend 2 days of my time not getting the taste of other foods. So that's really a terrible feeling. Look at this example. He is hot or she is hot. The word hot here talks about the attractiveness of the man and the woman. So here hot means attractive, sexy. So I can give you some examples like Hrithik Roshan is hot or Shruti Hassan is hot. They look really attractive. So here hot doesn't really talk about the temperature. Here it talks about the attractiveness. Now look at this example. The curry was hot. The curry was hot. So here the word hot describes that the curry was really spicy. The other meaning for the word hot is spicy. When something is spicy, then it gives you a burning sensation in your mouth, then you can also call it hot. And now let's look at the opposite word. The opposite word is cold. The word cold also has many meanings to it. So now let's look at a few examples. Look at this example. Nights are cold. Nights are cold. It's very straightforward. Now it talks about the temperature at night. Nights are definitely cold. They are at a lower temperature compared to the mornings. Now look at this example. I felt unwelcomed at my girlfriend's house. Her dad was cold. I felt unwelcomed at my girlfriend's house. Her dad was cold. So what do you think is the meaning of the word cold here? It means her dad was not really friendly. He didn't really like me for some reason. I don't know why, but he was not friendly. When you want to talk about someone who is not really friendly to you, you can also describe them as being cold. So he is very cold to me. What does it mean? It means he is not really friendly to you. He doesn't really like you. I'll also give you another example for you to understand this better. On my first day to the office, my colleagues were cold to me. On my first day to the office, my colleagues were cold to me. What does it mean? On my first day, they didn't really know much about me, so they were not friendly. But as the days passed by, they were really warm and they really started talking to me. But on my first day, they were really cold to me. Now look at this example. You may catch a cold if you go out in the rain. You may catch a cold if you go out in the rain. Here the word cold talks about a common cold, the cold that we get every season. So here it doesn't talk about the temperature, it's like kind of a virus. Cold is a virus, I think, so I'm not sure if it's a virus or a bacteria, whatever it is. So you guys know what common cold is, right? Now let me sum up the meanings that we saw for the word hot. The word hot has many meanings to it, but we discussed only 3 of them here. The first one, when you say something is hot, it talks about the temperature. Something is at a higher temperature. And then when you say someone is hot, you mean that they are very attractive. They look really attractive. And then when you say some food is hot, then you are talking about the spiciness of the food. The food is very spicy that when you eat it, it gives you a burning sensation in your mouth. Now let's look at the different meanings we have for the word cold. So the first one is when something is at a lower temperature, you can use the word cold. The place is cold, the nights are cold. Something is at a very lower temperature. And then when you say someone is cold, it means they are not really friendly to you. Okay, so you can say something like he was very cold to me the other day. It means he was not really friendly. And then when you also want to talk about the common cold that you catch during a particular season of the year, you can also say the word cold. You see here, the words hot and cold are very common, but they have different meanings to them and they are used in different situations to mean different things. Hope you really liked this lesson, and if you're watching this lesson for the first time, you can go to the Play Store and download my application and buy my self-learning paid courses and level up your communication skills. I've given the link of my application in the description, and you can also be my friend on Instagram. I've also given the link of my Instagram account in the description. I'll catch you soon with an interesting topic. Until then, bye from Srinath.